Tonight, from Austin, Texas, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Austin Armadillos taking on the Oklahoma City Bisons.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oklahoma City Bison and the Austin Armadillos. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Here's Cooks on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Barnhart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 11 yards there. First down.
26. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Oklahoma City.
Operating from the gun, Barnhart. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Barnhart, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Operating from the gun, Barnhart is going to flip one out here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
To number 26.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
For number 89, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Barnhart, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
At their own 20-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
The pass.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Call that a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Drake. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
The 41-yard line.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bisons 7, Armadillos 0.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
On the play.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Barnhart.
One thing you're hoping for when you run.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun, Barnhart. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Down at his own 7-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down, Barnhart got an open man. That's Campbell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards.
First down, Oklahoma City.
They run the counter. It's Thomas, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Barnhart toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Barnhart to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
This was a clear day in September. I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Ball carried by number
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
That's caught at the 3. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Yards to go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
OKC.
A big play there. 76 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Drake. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
46-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
That footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Barnhart. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on first down, Barnhart, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but it's going to be second down. Throwing again. Barnhart. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun on third down, Barnhart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Barnhart. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Boston's offense ready to go again. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take a 17-14 lead.
17. Bisons 14.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's third down. And
from the gun on third down. Barnhart. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Thomas. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And then Oklahoma City.
Operating from the gun. Barnhart, catch made here by Campbell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
3-yard line. A gain of 5. First down.
On first down, Barnhart over the middle, complete. It's Dawson. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Up 2nd and 4. At the 17.
On the ground, it's Thomas. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Again, the ball carrier.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 4. And
they'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse and I believe he'll eventually reward them.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
OKC.
From 13 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
Armadillos 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Boston's offense ready to go again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Brings up second and
2.
at the 33-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
At the 48-yard
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnhart. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
The tackle made at the 40.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
20.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Barnhart. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And 6 yards to go.
The offense on third down tonight, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Barnhart, and he will find his man on the outside. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Boston's offense ready to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
That's the
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
makes the score Armadillos 23, Bisons 21.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
On 1st and 10, Barnhart. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Barnhart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
19 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The 45-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Everybody's down in control. Let's just make plays, man.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Barnhart. It's caught left side by Cooks. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They run with Thomas. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. On second down, it's Thomas, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Third down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way.